Hey, this is Ken Fraser from Chicago's Dynasty of Legends. Chicago and the surrounding areas has a vast amount of legends that's coming here to tell their stories on becoming a legend. Their stories are raw, they real, and they uncut. So come with me and hear their stories at Chicago's Dynasty of Legends because people want to know.
Hello, I'm Ken Fraser from Chicago's Dynasty of Legends. We're here today to mourn one of the Chicago legends that came out of Marshall High School. He was drafted in 1971 to the pros. He went to the Philadelphia 76ers. And he's passed on, and we're here to mourn him and the memory. Chicago's Dynasty of Legends. Real, raw, and uncut.
Andre Wakefield. I got a chance to play with Chicago Bulls, Detroit Pistons, and Utah Jazz. Went to Crane High School, grew up in the Henry Hornet Projects over there. I got a chance to meet Darryl when I was younger. I used to go to the King Boys Club and watch Marshall play with him and Chester Phillip. I used to sit in the boys to the King Boys Club and watch them play. I think Mr. Norris was roughing then with Ken and Faulkner and all the guys, and I used to watch Darryl play. I didn't know him that well then. And I was amazed with the way he used to block shots and run that flow. So I got a chance to meet him years later, and we came to be friends. And I stayed in touch with him. And it was a pleasure to get to know this young man. Matter of fact, because he knew all about my career, because I was younger, and I respected that because I was always his idol. You know, I used to love to watch him in Chester Phillip play all the time at the King Boys Club with the rest of the guys from Chicago. So it was a pleasure, and I had to be here because I always stay. He'd always hit me on Facebook. We talk about things. He's a knowledge of basketball. He always said things that he loved to step. So, and I was fortunate enough to go to Marshall Picnic this year, and I got a chance to spend some time with him. So that was beautiful. Even though I was Crane Cougar, they always talked about me. I was there, but I had a good time at the Marshall Commandment Picnic.
Hello everyone, my name is Mickey Johnson. I brought the hat to honor Darryl. Darryl Minniefield. If you knew Darryl, you knew he had his hat everywhere he went. I just want to thank Darryl for all the inspiration and help he gave to me. When he didn't make it in the league, he told me what to do to make it in the league. And from his advice, I was able to play 12 years in the NBA. But I had a foundation in Darryl Minniefield. Darryl Minniefield was one of the best friends anybody could ever have. He was a good man, he was a man of his word, and I love him dearly. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bob Henry. I went to Farragut High School, graduate of 1969, same year as Darryl. Darryl was at Marshall, that was our arch rival. Matter of fact, we wound up beating them twice during the season, but in the playoffs they beat us. So we've always had a rivalry. Darryl has played with me on numerous teams since that time. And he was always a defensive stalwart, shot blocker, extreme. Darryl got drafted by the 76ers in '73, and he wound up not playing for them, but he was drafted by them. After that time, Darryl became a policeman. At one time, he worked for the phone company, and over the years, we've kind of stayed in touch. Farragut has a annual picnic every year in Douglas Park, and Darryl would always come by because he was an honorary admiral, as were a number of Marshall and Crane alumni. So we always had a good time with Darryl. Darryl was a stepper, and I'll miss him greatly.